Welcome to episode 1 of my Amazon FBA journey. So the reason why I wanted to make this is because I want to build a space where I can find other like-minded individuals. So hopefully we can create a support system here where I'm reflecting on what I'm learning and maybe helping other people along the way, where it can be like a mutual community of helping each other. I just want to put it out there that I'm not selling anything here. As a matter of fact, I'm not selling anything, period, right now. I'm in the super early stages of building my own Amazon FBA business, and I'm no way at all an expert in the field. So I just want this to be a place where I can share my journey and share the steps that I'm doing so that I can look back on it to see where I was, the steps I took, my own personal growth, and also so that it can be a place for me to reflect on what I've been learning over the countless hours and to condense that learning to hopefully help others if they are on this journey so that they can see a real person and the steps that you need to go in order to be successful in this business. Like I said, I'm not selling yet. I'm in the very early stages, but isn't that the goal for every business, to be a success? So hopefully this can be a success story that can be a model for other people to do the same steps that I did. So I just want to take you on my journey with the weekly updates of where I am in the process and what I'm doing next. Amazon FBA wasn't even a thing that I've ever even heard of before or thought of pursuing because I really had no idea what it was. So it's kind of ironic how I stumbled upon it. So today is October 20th and it's Wednesday. So on Saturday night, this past Saturday, I was just noticing my phone in bed. It was really late at night and I had a notification from Snapchat. Snapchat's not something I use a lot. So when I get like a notification, I open it up and I'm like, oh, do I have a message? No, it's not a message. And the other one was like lit up. Like, see, I don't use Snapchat a lot. So not the messages. Then there's the circle button where you can add your own content. The other side, so I guess where you can go to see other people's stories, right? That was lit up. So I went there and was like, why is this notifying me? And I happened to see a Bling Life. It was an episode. People can put like episodes on there, I guess. So I just clicked on it. You know, I'm just scrolling through on my phone. It's what I do to just shut down my brain at night. And that's what came up. A girl who sells Amazon FBA and is super successful now. And I was like, this is definitely something that I want to pursue a little more. So Sunday, I literally spent 4 hours, at least 4 hours, just researching it, watching and YouTubing any and every channel that I could about what is this Amazon FBA. I kind of figured out the gist of it, right? So Amazon FBA is, there's a few different models, but in a nutshell, I am coming up with products, getting products, somehow sourcing them, most cases sending them to Amazon to stock them in their warehouse, setting up my own seller central on Amazon, and then selling the stuff. Seems super easy, right? So I'm like, there has to be more to it. If it's that easy, why isn't everybody doing it and why isn't everybody rich? So that's kind of the steps that I'm in right now, like really digging in deep and figuring out what are the exact steps to make this right. So on Sunday, that's literally all I did for at least 4 hours, trying to figure out the verbiage, the words, the steps. I learned that there's a ton of extensions you can download on Chrome to help you with this, to dig deeper into research and market research. Market research is a big part of this. So basically, at that point in time on Sunday, the only concept that I really saw was private labeling. So on my first day, I figured, okay, so what this is me doing market research. There are a ton of extensions. The best one I've been seeing is the Helium 10 one. And you pretty much think of ideas of things that you think you could sell, right? Like you don't want to pick a market that's too saturated. So obviously I don't want to sell like candles. There's thousands and thousands of candles on Amazon. So you have to like get crafty with it and just start digging deep and thinking like, okay, what is something that there's not thousands of and something that I can improve and make better? Because if it's just a product that I can't really do anything to improve it for consumers, why would they buy it from me over somebody else? So that's the hard part of this all, is really coming up with the product. What can I source out and tweak it a little bit to make it like my own, be successful reselling it in my own Amazon Seller Central. So that's what I thought about all day Sunday. Then Monday, what I did is I decided I need to connect with other people who are doing this and get as many free resources as I can. So I just joined a ton of Facebook groups. I had already spent the day before looking up YouTubers and watching videos. So that's something that I'm going to keep doing. But now I was joining groups. So I joined as many Facebook, Amazon, FBA related groups as I could. I figured, listen, I'm getting the steps, like I'm understanding what this all is, but it's risky, because this all costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to source your product and then to ship your product. And then if you're gonna private label it, there's just a lot of money involved, a lot of risk involved, a lot of chance. And I don't wanna do it wrong. So I know I need like somebody in my back pocket, like some type of mentor. The problem that I'm finding is there are literally like hundreds of people on Facebook, on YouTube, every platform, who are claiming to like be gurus and know how to do this to make everybody money. So that's where I am right now in my process. So Saturday night, I first even heard of Amazon FBA. Sunday, I spent hours just researching it and learning like about the verbiage and what it all means. Monday, I joined as many groups as I could and just started sifting through the free information to learn more. Tuesday, I decided that I needed somebody in my back pocket to at least help me with my first product. So that is where I am right now. Today's Wednesday, day 5. The reason why I need somebody is because I don't want to make a mistake and I don't want it to end up costing me thousands. So I need to find someone who has been doing this, but isn't doing it so big as to where they have like hundreds, maybe, students, and I'm just going to be like a number to them and a paycheck to them. So I want somebody who knows what they're doing and who is actually going to like be in my corner and not just like tell me what they think I want to hear just because they want my money as a student of theirs. Also, what I did on, Monday, I set up my Amazon Seller Central. So your Amazon Seller Central is like your back office, and you need to be verified in order to sell products on Amazon. So if this is something you're thinking about wanting to do, that's going to be your first step after researching and figuring out, is this something I want to do? Selling up your Amazon Seller Central. It's kind of easy to do, but it takes a while. So what I had to do was enter in all my information, my address, and then proof of who I am. So you need a passport or your license. I had to take pictures of that to upload that. And then I had to put in my bank account where I would want my profits to go into. Verify my bank account by submitting in statements. And I did all that. Now the step I'm at is I had to set up a verification call, and I need to receive a verification letter in the mail. So Friday was the soonest I could get that done. So it books like 5 days out. So on Friday, I have to get on with somebody live from Amazon so they can verify, yep, okay, you have your license in hand, you are who you say you are. And I'm also waiting for a piece of mail from Amazon to prove that my residence is where I live. The piece of mail, I guess, is supposed to have a code on it, and I can enter it in. So as soon as I get verified, then I can go in, boom, and I can really start market researching and downloading my extensions and looking at products and figuring out, is there a need for these products? Where should I go? Because that's where I am right now. I need a mentor to make sure I'm getting the steps right. And I need to be able to find a product. Change of scenery. So you saw me look over, I was looking at the clock. I am actually a elementary teacher, and I have a pretty busy life. So this is something that I'm feeling really super passionate about, and I would say that is something that you definitely need. If this isn't something that you're gonna wanna go like all in and invest any free moment that you have of your time, then you probably don't even wanna pursue doing this, because you probably won't be very successful at it. So that's what I'm learning very quickly just today on day 5. Literally any free minute that I get, I'm thinking about this market, and my brain is just like constantly going and doing. So like this morning, my kids weren't here yet, and then I looked over and noticed that my kids were coming, so that's why I had to stop the video. Now I am on my lunch break. I'm literally eating lunch right now in my vehicle, and I have a free minute, so now I am getting this video back going. So I say that's another big thing to say to you as somebody in your first few steps. You need to get used to really time management, and any free minute that you have, investing it into this, especially in the beginning. Just the learning phases. There's so much to learn. I also have 3 kids at home, an 11-year-old, a soon-to-be 6-year-old, and a soon-to-be 3-year-old. So I'm pretty busy, and I've decided that even though I have a full-time job working, full-time mom, I'm married, I need to make time for this. So that's the 2 things that I'm realizing this week. Number 1, I need to force myself to start waking up earlier, because that's a great time before work starts and before my kids get up that I can really just think about this whole business concept. And number 2, using literally every free minute. So the other thing that I'm doing today for the business on day 5 is I've had several people reach out to me. Like I was saying earlier, there's so many people in this to mentor people for the money. And I'm trying to find somebody right now who can help me, be in my back pocket, be in my corner, and not just look at me as a price tag. So I actually have my first discovery call with somebody today. And that will be in my next video that I update you with. I'll let you guys know exactly what happens during these discovery calls, because you're going to notice this too. As you start joining Facebook groups, you're just going to have random people messaging you. I had 2 freight people who are involved in freight shipping message me to say, hey, I want to work with you once you start needing overseas shipping. I want to be your freight carrier. And then I had 3 people message me trying to get me as a mentor, for me to buy them as my mentor. I hope that the next video I'm a little better, a little more organized for you now that I know more about what it is, and each step should be more focused. So this was kind of regurgitate everything I've learned in 5 days. And the next video, I will let you guys know how my first discovery call goes and what I can gather from him for more information. All right, make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this content, and if you want to build a community with me where we can have like-minded individuals who can do this type of thing right here and just converse and learn from each other. All right, bye guys.